final item in this show of Gourmet Holiday. It comes to us from Germack. You are bringing home 2 jars of the high-energy fruit and nut trail mix, $29.98. This is on an easy payment plan of just $9.99. It's $15 each. Auto delivery is available, so if you want to lock that in every 60 days for the next year, you can do that. This can be used in so many ways, either just literally snacking, putting your hand in the jar and taking them out, putting them out when you have company that's over, maybe putting them over yogurt would be a really great way to just add a little bit more of that crunch and to be able to get all of those different like power nuts in here. We're going to bring in Jennifer Kovich with us, who will help give us some more ideas. And I see a big bowl there, Jennifer, oh yeah, that's a big jar. Look at how much you're getting. And you get 2 of these jars. Those are
know,
amazing.
you're getting nearly 2 pounds of this incredible premium nut mix. We love that you're getting not only whole ingredients, that they're packed fresh, but also if you're really someone who's kind of trying to incorporate more protein into your diet, but you're looking for more unique ways to do it, this gives you 5 grams of protein in every single serving. So even if it's just you want a quick, simple snack, you're still getting what you need with those good for you fats and high protein.
This is something that has walnuts, almonds, dried cranberries, peanuts, banana chips, and pepitas? Is that how it's?
Pepitas?
What is a pepita? I've never heard of that.
Oh my gosh, they're so good. They're actually pumpkin seeds, but what we've done is we've roasted them with just canola oil and a whisper of salt, and they're so fantastic. They almost like melt in your mouth. It's a fantastic seed I think you'd enjoy. But we give you those banana chips, like you said. Now, our banana chips are, they have a little bit of that sugar, but you're getting mostly that natural sugar that just kind of comes out in the drying process. But it's not one of those experiences where you take a bite, it's like, oh, that hurt. It just melts in your mouth. These are so good. Quite frankly, I'm addicted to these. And then we get walnuts in this one. Large, juicy walnuts that just melt in your mouth when you take that bite, because it's a lighter crunch. It's a nice little, I guess a softer crunch is what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry. And then you get those incredible Wisconsin cranberries. Now, we go to the same harvester that we have for years to give you the vibrancy that you see there. They're sweet and tart in their flavor, but you get a burst of juice in your mouth when it comes to biting into each one of these cranberries. They are so delicious. Here's those pepitas, Justin, that you were just asking about. So they're lightly roasted and salted. And then we give you, of course, peanuts and almonds here. So you get a different ratio in every single handful. Sometimes you're going to get a little more sweet. Sometimes you'll get a little more chewy. Otherwise, you'll get a little more nutty and salty and crunchy. It's just fantastic.
I had one jar of Germack that was in our house. It was a different blend than what this was. It lasted us like 2 days. We literally, we had no control. It was so good. So I say that because I just want to give you a warning. Like, if this is your very first time having Germack, one of the things that you realize when you taste the flavor of this and you see how elevated and how much better it is, you're going to fly through the first jar. That's why we give you a second one. But you also should probably be stocking up right now, or at least locking into auto delivery while it's available. Every 60 days for the next year, we can ship this out to you. And you're going to lock in that price of under $30, so $29.98, and on an easy payment of just $9.99. But also, you're going to be bringing home that high energy trail mix. So when we're talking about high energy, why is it called that? Like, what is the high energy about that aspect of this?
Well, first and foremost, nothing here is going to melt on you. So when you talk about that auto delivery, I want you to know that we're able to do that every 60 days because we're giving you the high protein, natural fat items that are honestly just naturally sourced. So we're talking about bananas. So you get that incredible magnesium and potassium with those bananas. And then we give you the walnut, the almonds, the peanuts, and then the pumpkin seeds. Again, it's natural fat. So you're getting that added natural protein in there, which makes it high energy, because the more protein that you add into your diet, and if you incorporate more natural fats, that immediately is going to give you that energy. And that's why we call it high energy. Love the chewiness that you get from that incredible cranberry. But again, think about that. So you will literally feel like you are biting into a cranberry juice, like you're drinking juice. because you get so much juice in your mouth when you take a bite of that cranberry. But yet we're giving you not the added sugars and all those other things that you find in a juice. So when you need to incorporate something that has good ingredients, whole ingredients, something that you recognize, like you look at this and you say, that is a banana chip. I know exactly what that is. These are walnuts. That is brilliant because it's just roasted and has a whisper of salt. So it's all fairly clean here. And that's what gives you that high energy because it has the high protein, the better for you fats. So when it comes to you're running, you're racing around, you're on the go, you just need a quick pick me up. Maybe it's the afternoon, maybe it's first thing in the morning, it's that mid-morning, 11 a.m. Like you're starting to crash because you've been going.
Yes.
For me, sometimes I get going so much between work, running back and forth to the studio. I have my kids, they have tennis, they have to go to school, they have other events. And sometimes I honestly forget to eat because I just don't have time.
Sure, it's reality.
And then I'm like hangry, right?
Yeah,
But this is it. This is what curves that hangry.
And I just want you to know, by the way, less than 700 of these that remain, that is it.
Wow.
So there's not a lot of these to go around. When we say 700, like that goes pretty quickly here on QVC. So that is not a ton to go around. And it's on an easy payment of $9.99. When you do need just like that little afternoon snack, when you need that crunch, you got the crunch. When you need that sweetness, you've got the sweetness. When you need something that is filling, this is filling, and you're also getting so much of it. You see the 2 bowls that Jennifer has there? That's 1 jar. Like that is a lot that you are bringing home in 1 jar. So I don't want you to think that 1 jar is tiny. That is a big size, and what you're also seeing with that too is like that is something that you can put out. I usually put out like a tiny little bowl of things that when we have our little bar in our basement, when people come over and they're having drinks and they just snack on it, this would get us through several nights of being able to fill it up. And you're bringing a lot of these at home. $29.98. Let's go back though to like, who is Germack? What is the story with Germack? Because they've been around for quite a bit of time, haven't they?
They have. So we've been around since 1924. We're now 4th generation family owned and operated business, which really means a lot to us. Now, in that 101 years, we've been harvesting all of our ingredients from the same farmer. So you know what to expect because the consistency is there. If you've ever had Germack, you know what the almonds taste like. We haven't changed that recipe. We haven't changed the harvester. If you know what our Wisconsin cranberries taste like, guess what? Same thing. And that's what we love. We pack fresh to your order. These are not waiting in a warehouse for you to place your order and then we ship them out. We literally wait until we have your order and then we go to work. We get all those nuts. We batch roast them in our large coffee roasters. You'll see these big coffee roasters that we put all of the almonds in. And then we'll batch roast those almonds and then all of the walnuts. And then we batch roast those. We combine them together to create this recipe that is a very specific ratio. You can see here on the bottom, there's no accumulation of salt or sugar. It's just whole ingredients, ingredients that you can recognize, that you understand what they are. But likewise, we put a freshness seal on each jar. Now, I'm sure that you saw that, Justin, when you had yours at home, that you peel that seal and you immediately can smell all the ingredients. However, if you keep that intact, this will stay fresh for an entire year. So if you are not going to sign up for auto delivery and you just say, you know what, I just want to go ahead and buy 2 full sets, but I am a little concerned about them going bad, don't be, because they stay fresh for an entire year. And again, the only reason that we're able to offer this one on auto delivery as often as we are is because nothing here will melt. So this will get you through. Think about all of your barbecue opportunities. You want to set this out. People come around. They like to nosh. They like to talk, have a drink, and enjoy themselves next to the pool, at the beach, golfing, tennis, rowing, hiking. It doesn't matter. This is the one that you want to distribute into the little baggies. Keep it in your pocket, keep it in your backpack, keep it in your purse, because it gives you that added boost of energy, but without the guilt, and nothing will melt.
That's the best part about this is, bill to, ship to, send it to somebody who lives in Florida, send it to somebody in Arizona, out in California. It's all right, because this is going to be good for any climate. I know that with chocolate, sometimes we literally even send it only in certain times of the year. There are just 550. These are the last 550 that we have available, with a lot of people that are locking in that auto delivery, because I think, to Jennifer's point, you just don't have to worry about this. Like, this is the easy thing, because as long as you don't open up the fresh seal on the top, you've got a year of being able to store this. you never know when you're going to have that impromptu party or when people, I mean, quite frankly, at my house, people invite themselves over all the time. We're like, oh, all right, yeah, I guess you're coming back.
Yeah.
And the good thing is you have something like this on hand that you pop it open, you pour it out, and you're that amazing host because you have it, but also you're just going to be thankful for yourself when you do get that hungry feeling at like 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon and you don't want to have like a meal. You don't want to have something big, but something that's going to hold you over. That's where this is perfect because it gives you the sweetness, it gives you the crunch, it's going to give you such incredible flavor, and you are going to be so happy that you brought it home at under $30 for 2 of these giant jars. It's $9.99 on an easy payment, so do take advantage of that. Less than 550 that do remain right now. All right, Jennifer, so good to see you. Have a great weekend.
Good to see you. Thank you too. Bye-bye.
Okay, so our first hour literally flew by. It always does when we're talking about food for me. Our next hour, though, is all about Kansas City steak, and we've got some great things there. We're talking top sirloin, and yes, the potatoes, they're back, and they're coming up in the next hour. I'll see you on the other side of this break.